Hello, I'm Sarah from Sutton Schoolswork. Welcome to our Assemblies online. Now, each week we're going to be bringing you a Bible story, a thought about what it means for Christians, a question or two for you to think about, and a fun activity for you to do as well. So are you sitting comfortably? Well, let's begin.
This week we're thinking about forgiveness. I wonder what you think it means to forgive. Now, do you remember a few weeks ago when we were thinking about choices? Harlequin was with us. Well, she's here again today, but at the moment I can't actually persuade her to come over here in front of the camera with us. Maybe if you call out, Harley, come here, she might come over. Can you do it? Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. You're going to have to do it louder than that or she'll never come over. You can? Okay then. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Harley, what's the matter with you? You're not normally like this. Look, it's your birthday tomorrow and I even did you a birthday tea. Look, there's even a cake. What do you mean you don't want it? Why not? You can't look forward to being a year older because you're still miserable, upset and angry about all the things that happened in the last year. What things that happened in the last year? Oh, hang on a minute. What is this? What is this? It's a list of all the times people have upset you or hurt you in the last year. How long is this? You're miserable because on the 3rd of September, Eric didn't pass you the ball in football. Then on the 15th of October, you and Sally found some fish and chips on the beach, and Sally ate the longest, crispiest chip. You can't forgive Magnus Bear because he beat you in a game of Monopoly. You're angry with the computer because it crashed while you were doing your homework. And then on the 15th of January, you were angry with Humpty Dumpty because in the story you read, he fell off the wall and smashed and it made you cry. Then on the 30th of January, you were angry with the weather because it didn't snow and it meant you couldn't build a snowman. And then last week, you were angry with Bianca the banana because she wouldn't let you eat her. Seriously? Harley, I think you're going to have to let some of these things go or else you're never going to enjoy anything that lies ahead. You won't? Well, then in that case, I think you need to listen to our story from the Bible today. Now Rick is going to share with us another parable. Can you remember what we said a parable was? That's right. A parable is a story with a message or meaning. The New Testament section of the Bible is full of parables. Let's see what parable Jesus told when people asked him about forgiveness.
Once there was a king who decided to collect the money owed to him by his servants. One of these servants owed him a lot of money. Not a little money, not some money, but loads and loads and loads of money, and even more than that. Well, the servant was brought before the king. And because the servant could not pay what he owed, the king commanded that the man, his wife and even his children be sold as slaves. The servant fell to his knees. "I'm really sorry," he cried. "Be patient with me, please. Just give me another chance and I promise I will pay back everything I owe." The king looked at his servant. He felt sorry for him. And then, much to his servant's surprise, the king smiled and said, "Hey, that's okay. I forgive you." Then he cancelled the debt. Said he didn't have to pay the money back and set the servant free. Later the servant met another servant, a servant who owed him money. Not loads of money, not a lot of money either, just a little money actually, a very small amount, that's all. Did the first servant remember what the king had done for him? Not for a moment. The first servant, he was angry with the second servant. He demanded to be paid. The second servant fell to his knees. "I'm really sorry," he cried. "Be patient with me, please. Give me another chance and I will pay back everything I owe." But instead of saying, "Hey, that's okay, I forgive you," the first servant had the second servant thrown into jail. When the king heard about this, he was so angry that he had the first servant dragged before him again. "When you came to me and said, 'I'm really sorry,' I cancelled your debt and said, 'I forgive you.' Why couldn't you do the same for someone else?" And with that, the king had the servant taken away and thrown into jail until he could repay the debt.
So, that servant owed the king a lot of money, yet the king forgave him and let him off. But when the servant himself was faced with someone who owed him money, even though it was only a little bit of money, he refused to forgive.
He didn't treat others how he would like to be treated, and it got him into trouble. Christians believe that Jesus told this story to show how important it is to forgive.
You see, the king in this story stands for God. And the servant, well, the servant is like me, or you, or you. Christians believe that God will always forgive us when we say sorry. But if we want God to forgive us for all the things that we get wrong, shouldn't we at least forgive others when they do things wrong to us?
Forgiving isn't always easy, but Christians believe that God understands that and will help us to forgive if we ask him. And when we do forgive, it can make us feel better because we aren't holding on to that anger or that hurt anymore.
So, Harley, I wonder how you're feeling about all those people you were angry with. Look, I've put some of the things from your list onto bits of paper. And I thought, as a way of helping you to forgive, we could take one of these bits of paper at a time and screw them up and throw them away. So what about Eric and the football? Do you always pass the ball to him? But do you hope that he'll always forgive you? Well then. And what about Magnus and the Monopoly? What do you mean you've beaten him 5 times since and he's forgiven you every time? Seriously? And as for eating Bianca, you don't want to be eaten, do you? Right, so if we got rid of all those grievances. Look, there's nothing left on your list. How are you feeling now then? Ah, you're feeling a lot better. You see, when you're angry with someone and you feel very bitter and miserable inside, the person you're actually hurting most is yourself. Letting go of the things that make you feel angry and forgiving others is like taking your weight off your own shoulders. Have you ever felt angry with someone? Have you ever felt tight and bitter inside? Ever made up and been friends again afterwards and felt so much better? I wonder. Each week we have 3 questions, so you know what's coming next. As always, why not pause this video after each question? Have a think about it. Maybe write down your answer, or if you're lucky enough to have an adult with you, turn to them and have a chat about each one.
What do you think Jesus was trying to teach people when he told that parable? I wonder, why is it hard to forgive people sometimes? I wonder how important you think forgiveness is. See if you can explain why you think what you do.
So we've been staying in our homes and unable to have our normal school day for quite a few weeks now. So maybe there are some people or some situations that are actually starting to annoy us. Maybe we're getting a little bit angry or short-tempered, and that's understandable. We're all human. But it's important to get over those things, to forgive each other, and not to bear a grudge. Have a think to yourself. Is there anything or anyone you feel angry with? Could you try to forgive them? You could do what I and Harley just did. Write it down on a piece of paper, screw it up, and throw it away. Or, if you've got any dissolvable throat pastils or vitamin C tablets in your house, and you can spare one, you could put one in a jug of water. The sodium bicarbonate in them dissolves into the water until you can't see it anymore, just like all your anger and hurt might fizz away in the same way.
Remember, make sure you ask an adult at home before touching any tablets, and only put them in the water. You never put anything in your mouth unless your adult at home says you should.
Don't worry if you haven't got a tablet, as I've got one here. And we can do it together, can't we, Harley?
Forgiveness can take time, but for ourselves as well as for others, it's important for us to try to start doing it.
So, pause this video and think of somebody or something that you feel angry about and would like to forgive. And then when you're ready, press play. That's it for this week. Say goodbye, Harley. What's that? Oh. Will we forgive you for being miserable and grumpy at the start of this video? Well, what do you think? Stay safe and we'll see you next time.